Hey guys, Tony George, DocSports.com. Hump day it is here. Big day today. Going to put out our NFL opening line report later today. Tonight, as a matter of fact, when this video goes off at 7 Eastern. Free play in the Mo Valley coming your way. And 2-1 on the free plays yesterday. May have got a push as that Illinois state line swung dramatically later in the day. And they blew a 14-point lead in that game, too, with like 10 minutes left and barely won it. But I watched them all, trust me. But nonetheless, again, we're going to concentrate on the free play today more than anything else. DocSports.com, tearing it up in the NBA. 2-0 sweep yesterday. Big play on Golden State. How about that? Boom. Set a record in the first quarter for scoring. When Golden State wants to play, when Golden State has something to play for, and I heard they're maybe resting their starters tonight, so be careful of them tonight. That's the rumor. They're going to rest their starters for a lot of the game tonight against New Orleans. So laying that 7 could be a little risky. But we've got one play only in the NBA. But when Golden State wants to play, bear in mind, they are still the best team in the NBA, bar none, 10 points better than anybody. Fact. That's a fact. Have no illusions. They just get complacent. They really do. They just get complacent. They get bored. They're so good at every position and so deep that they just get bored. Beating the same people over and over again. You know, that. They had revenge in mind with Denver. That was the key to that write-up. And when they even stated after the game, we lost in here in a tight one. We wanted to come back and prove a point. When they want to show up, you better get on them, okay? They got something to play for, something's going on, and they bring their A game, they're going to cover any spread. I'm going to tell you that right now. Might not cover 14 against the Bulls because they really don't give a rat's ass about playing the Bulls or whatever, but when they're playing a good team, just a little inside free tip for you. Singled out best bet tonight, 9-3 run plus $2,790 for anybody that's bet $100 a game, my last 11 cards. Okay, 4-unit best bet. NBA college basketball, Big 10, Big 12 action tonight. Triple header, 1 and 2 last night on the card. Going to sweep it tonight. Okay, there's a lot of crazy lines out there today as I'm looking at this, and you're going to have to take some road teams if you spread it around too much at all. So it's a little tricky card tonight. And speaking of road teams, let's get, and by the way, DocSports.com, right there, click on it. We'll get it going. Don't forget the line report will be up tonight, 7 Central. Okay, we'll have it up overnight and then up all week. Last week we gave you some good free tips and you won some money on that. So let's go ahead and get another one here. AFC and NFC Championship. Updates on both. My takes, just initial reads. Maybe some interesting prop bets involved here this weekend all over the place. So we'll take a look at some of those and update those later in the week. Let's get to your free play tonight, and I can't figure this line other than we have a Mo Valley team at home, and you hate to go against Mo Valley teams at home. Loyola Chicago last night, who's been playing terrible, and Valpo, who's been playing great, number 1 in the conference. Valpo got their ass kicked, catching 9, and I took them. But nonetheless, the Mo Valley is a little bit more difficult to figure out this year than it has been in years past for me. There's just a lot of volatility across the board. There's been some key injuries across the board. But this game here, is very interesting. Bradley opened up at -1, shot up to -4. Bear in mind, Bradley is 0-4 in conference play, and they've scored 56 points per game their last 5. Playing Drake, who's scoring 79 points a game their last 5. Drake's only 1-3. However, they're 12-5 on the year. The reason they're 1-3 in conference is because they've been without Nick Norton their last 4 games, who was one of their best guards, 12 points a game, a bunch of assists, and kind of a floor general. And it hurt him. But Drake is still 11-2-1 against the spread their last 14 games here. They have a much better offense. And what's interesting about this series is last year, both home teams lost in the series of play. They play each other twice a year. Both home teams lost. Bradley lost to Missouri State at home by 5, laying 3.5 Saturday. And they lost to Northern Iowa at home by 19, laying 7.5. Those are the last two home games. Now this line's dropped down. It's shot up to 4. As I'm taping this at 9:03 Pacific, now they're down to 3.5. Yeah, we're going to take the road team in Mo Valley plus the 3.5. Drake outright in this game. Bradley only had one score in double digits their last two games. Darrell Brown, good guard, had 12 against, who was it? Let me look at that. Had 12 against Mo State. And by the way, Mo State, they're one of the worst road teams in the Mo Valley. Drake, their head coach, was under the head coach of Wichita State the last 3 years, came over here, had to rebuild this roster. They're playing well. They're learning to live a little bit better with life without Nick Norton. I think they get it done tonight against Bradley. Bradley, always tough at home, but I'll take the 3.5, the underdog tonight. Your free play, college basketball, NFL report out tonight. NBA absolutely going to rip the book's rear end tonight. Got a great play tonight in the NBA. I wanted to make it a top play, 6-unit play, but I kept it at 4. It's a straw. I don't like throwing around those top plays. Let's the scenario's right. We had a win and a loss, although we're on a 9-3 run. We lost on Monday, so we kept it at 4. This is a rock solid 4-unit play, and in my specialty conference tonight, Big 12 action and Big 10 action only. Left everything else alone out there. I wanted to make a move on St. John's tonight against Creighton, but I don't know if Pons is going to play or not. If he doesn't play, that's a fade for sure. So, we found the right card, 3-0 sweep in college basketball, and let's get it done in the NBA. NFL report out later today. Come on.